Next, we move from people to technologies, where the challenge is separating real innovation from volume noise hype. This use case answers the question, where is novelty emerging for any technology? So for this use case, we'll take a different approach. We'll landscape new technology developments in a particular topic. So let's say we focus on antibody drug conjugates published in the last year. With AI, I can extract insights from all these patents. I can just select all of them. For going fast, I just select now, in this case, 200. I let AI add 20 questions I describe. I want to landscape any novel ADC innovations to identify opportunities to license, and so, in a certain competitive landscape. Now the AI comes up with 20 questions, so now we got in one sentence. What's the most innovative part about it? We can see with the multiple choice questions, what is the primary novelty type, antibody, payload, linker, conjugation method, and so on. And if it's other, it needs to specify. So we also pick up a new kind of novelties in this way. Same with indication with payload class. Which kind of payload class? It always have to come up with 10 to 20 options. And then for other, always specify the linker strategy, the validation organization involved, and so on. So it pulls out a lot of interesting insights. You can adjust these questions to your liking. So then click Show Preview. I get the first 5 analyzed so I can adjust them, and if I'm happy with that, I can click on Download, and then I get an Excel file like this one. So I've run the analysis before we have the 20 questions. The query. And then we have our AI answer. So summary of the claims in just one sentence. We see what's the primary novelty, that primary novelty type. So I can say novel payloads. I can just select those. And now we have 39 of the 200 patents that are about novel payloads. So I can see, yes, it's a first in ADC novelty. It's about this radiometal C development stage, the positioning, which kind of organization. I can pull out any biotechs. And then I see 13 are by biotechs, and I can see which ones. So the target antigen, the conjugation linkers, it's a new class ADC. So yeah, a lot of interesting insights that you can just pick and choose the exact patents that are of interest to you by selecting the right questions and the data points you extract. So this is a very easy way to scrutinize any new patents. So I could do this for the last 3 years and 5,000 patents on this topic. I could just filter by the type of novelties and see anything that is newly patented. You can do the same in publications and so on. So now, I can even throw it into ChatGPT and ask to assess the landscape to identify these kind of opportunities. It says what the innovations have skewed towards. You can see the summaries. This amount of patents are focused on this, etc. So innovation is mostly an antibody or target. We see the exact numbers as well for solid tumors versus broader oncology and non-cancer indications. Innovation archetypes, short list of opportunities. And then I can ask follow-up questions because now we have the structured data set. So we can ask many questions about this. And then it thinks for 5 minutes analyzing the data. Then it pulls out the top biotech companies and then why as well. Why do they stand out? So in that way, you first search for all the relevant patents or publications or trials or news or grants. You come up with the right questions. That AI does that for you. You can then select the right data in the Excel sheets. You can then filter the data for the ones that are relevant to you. You can assess it in this way in Excel and then upload it into an LLM like ChatGPT to ask any kind of question. And that's something we will build into the platform, of course, soon, so that you can have the full experience within one place and to make it as fast and easy as possible. Try the platform yourself right now by going to our website.